It is, what is it? It's Wednesday, right? Just about 1 o'clock. I think I got here right on time. It is also the 28th of August, 2024. August is coming to a close. September is what, 3 days away? September, um, meteorologically speaking, is the beginning of autumn. It's what the meteorologists say. They follow the trends. Man, it certainly doesn't feel like the trends are heading towards cooler weather. It's 97 degrees today in the state of Maryland. After a week, really nice weather, mid 70s, sometimes hitting 80, but man, even in the 80s feels pretty good. It's supposed to cool off back into the 80s. Mega Gaming's here. How are you, my friend? Um, but astronomically speaking, autumn doesn't start until, um, obviously, the 20th, right? Um, give me a second. Let's find out when the equinox is this year. Well, it's on the 22nd. Equinox, excuse me, guys. They're always sort of a fluid time as it goes by, again, astronomical. The alignment of the Earth, the Sun, the Moon, all that stuff. So, depending on how you look at it, we are 3 days away from autumn, or we are, what, 25 days away from autumn. Not that it matters, guys, because it's hot. I'm going to bring up my desktop so I can see. We got a message here from our young friend Omega Gaming. Let's see. Omega Gaming says, I'm good. I got a gaming laptop, a mouse pad, a mic, and a headset and a keyboard. You are good to go. Got everything you need. It sounds like you are now a professional YouTuber. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. I guess professional as in I've gotten paid. I've gotten 2 paychecks. That ain't nothing to sneeze at, right? For some reason, my upstairs cat, as opposed to my downstairs cat, has become recently fascinated with power cords, and that is worrisome. So yesterday, started things off talking about 4 ways of manifesting what started out as strawberry ice cream. That is my traditional way of explaining it because it's the way I first learned it. Um, and then went to pumpkin and ended up, we manifested from strawberry to pumpkin to butter pecan. And somehow we arranged it to have it brought to us by a synchronistic groundhog. Talk about magical. Um, but on a yogic note, what we're doing is working with subtle energy. Omega says, and I made 2 friends. One is a girl about the same age as me. What should I do? You should simply be a friend. That's all you need to do. Be a friend. Treat people how you wish them to treat. Treat people how you wish they would treat you. Um, so, ice cream, working with subtle energy, uh, thoughts. Obviously, uh, physicality is on a gross level. Again, gross doesn't mean ooh, yuck. It simply means uh, solid, more solid, appearing more solid, as the body itself is still actually fabricated, work of fiction. It's a collection of cells, molecules, atoms, particles, and then the spaciousness that exists in between every particle, which is really infinite. And some magical force, let's call it love, that holds it all together. Um, and then we have thought, which is more subtle. And then we have the most subtle of all, which is just the isness. Asia says, howdy all. Asia, how are you? Megan says, be right back. She just texted me. Awesome. What's new, Asia? I always want to ask you how your writing's going, but I don't want to be a pest. I don't want it to sound like I'm nagging you. However, know that you can always share with me whatever you write. Know that I'm always thinking about you and writing, as well as feel free to talk about it and talk about creativity, inspiration, how all that is going. Not just the writing itself, but hey, are you waking up in the morning feeling inspired? Do you have things that are helping you reach your creative potential? Let's see. William says, good morning, Yogi, and everyone in the chat. Good morning. Good afternoon, actually, for me. What's up, William? Asia says, it's going good. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, I started the conversation off in regards to William Downey. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. Actually, I'm getting my Williams confused again. Yesterday, our friend William Hart wanted to talked about his big desire is to be a artisan pizzeria. Pretty cool. Imagine being an artist working in the medium of pizza. But there was only one pizza place in his area that would do such a thing, and what he said is they didn't want anything to do with him. But you shouldn't be undaunted, right? Or should you be daunted? You should be undaunted. You shouldn't be daunted. That just because a door seems shut doesn't mean that it is. Don't always believe appearances, like we were talking about with the body being a fabricated. There's William. William says, hello, Yogi. No, I was just talking about you, William Hart. Bill says, that's right. I forgot it's 109 there. Yep. 109. I've been talking for exactly 9 minutes. For you guys listening, it probably feels like an eternity. So I was saying, William, how you mentioned yesterday how you would love to work in a pizzeria, not just pizzeria, but being a artisan. And you felt like maybe the opportunity was blocked because of limited opportunities there. Although, of course, there's other places if you line things up. But even though if you get a no now from that one place, doesn't mean the door is shut. You can visit in person. Brandon on the go says, I hate insect puns. They bug me. That is a good one. That one is worthy of our friend William Downey. Funny, because that's the same thing my aunt used to say. You know, one bad pun deserves another. So yeah, thinking of, let's see, Brandon says, have a great day. Cheers. You too, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the joke and the smile. I appreciate it. Um, you know, because we opened up yesterday with the 4 ways to manifest strawberry, pumpkin, and pecan pie ice cream. Buddha of Destiny Namaste says, hey, Yogi. Buddha, how are you, my friend? Burpee Reaper is here. Good mother freaking morning. Beautiful YouTube family. Barb is here. Hey, my spiritual family. Hugs and blessings. Been working hard on getting my things tagged and logged in for the sale. Dropped in support everyone. Thank you, Barb. Barb, how are you feeling? Don't overwork. Reaper says, hope everyone is doing great. What's on the agenda for today, Reaper? What are we graduating up to 19 pump burpees? Buddha says, say there, Reaper and Barb. Barb says, I won't overwork, but I had some energy, so I'll put it to good use. Good. That's also remember to keep hydrated, especially it's probably pretty hot. Barb says, catch my video in shorts. I absolutely will, my friend. I'm bringing your channel up now, so it reminds me when I'm done the live stream, I'm going to head right over there. Reaper is going live soon. Awesome. Reaper says, it's back from my job and warming up. This is Wednesday, so it is not Navy SEAL. Navy SEALs is on Thursday. Let's see. Reaper says, Eric, I got a Benabar short. Check it out. I will. I need to bring your channel up anyway. For when you go live, I'm going to have you up and running, and I can pop in and out. I mentioned earlier this morning, guys, if you're doing something on YouTube, if you're doing a live stream, if you got a new video up, you got a premiere, don't hesitate to come on in the live stream and let me know and let everyone know. Because, hey, maybe they'll have both of us up. Maybe they'll leave here and they'll go to you. That's absolutely fine. I don't care. Well, I do care. I care that you are supporting a friend. And that's pretty cool. William says, I got to run yogs. I'll be back with you this afternoon. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. We get a salute to Mr. Williams. We're thinking this weekend, Bill and I might get the opportunity to do a joint live stream. Talk about music, talk about old school bodybuilding, how we both got started way back in the day. So, anyway, 4 ways. We talked about this. 4 ways of manifesting. I'm going to stick with strawberry ice cream for now. Trending's here. Trending says, hey, Jesse Yogi. How are you, Trending? How are you? Man, I loved watching you draw this morning. That was so completely awesome. Have you guys ever spent time on Trendings? I know Burpee Reaper has on her live streams. She drew Celine Dion today. Trending says, oh, actually, I think I got my trendings wrong. That's okay. All right, I'm back with it. I had a mental lapse. Reaper says, trending 100%. So I'm going to use our friend William Hart as an example. That it seems like doors are closed for what he would absolutely love to do. However, the fact that he would love to do it means there's a connection. If there's a connection, means it can happen. Maybe not at that place, maybe not in that way. So if we took it on that gross level, Trending Live TV, like, sir, thank you, my friend, I appreciate that. Means he can go there in person and ask and say, hey, when a position opens, can you keep me in mind? I'm willing to start at the bottom, but I would love the opportunity to work my way up to actually creating pizza with you guys. Just keep me in mind. That's the physical level. It's a good way to start. And then we have community support. A little bit, we're getting help, outside help, other people. Ask around, put out resumes, go online, find any available place within driving distance, within a place that maybe you would consider relocating if the opportunity was there. And then the way that would manifest is someone says, hey, I heard you were looking for a job. We're putting feelers out. But here's the most subtle way. Meditate. We got one more subtle level after this. And when you meditate, take a few deep breaths. You're sitting, you're getting ready for meditation, you're preparing, you're watching the breath go in, you're watching the breath go out. You enter an intent, as pure of an intent as you can make it, where you simply say, along the lines of, my intent is to work in a pizzeria. I surrender it to the universe. I surrender it to love. I surrender it to God. May thy will be done. And you go about your meditation, not doing anything, allowing the opportunities to come and present themselves to you. Synchronicities, you'll see them when they happen. And then on the most subtle level of all, which I think takes a bit of meditation practice, a few years of meditation, is when we allow the spontaneous fulfillment of our desires. Things we don't even know we want and how they happen. Let's work with those first three. You show up in person, you put out the feelers within every community manageable, and you enter the intent as you meditate, and you allow the synchronicities to guide you to the opportunity. Trusting the universe that it'll happen. Let's see. Night Watchers here. Reaper says, okay, guys, have a great day. See you guys later. Reaper, have a good workout. I'll be checking you out. I got you up right now. That's burpee, Reaper style. Hashtag the burpee Reaper. Hashtag Spartan. Hashtag dad. Hashtag worker. I want to show up. Want to hit that like button. And I left a message. You know what? Let's not forget. Share your friends out, guys. Just 1 second. So, hey, William Hart, you still with me? All right, so liked, commented, shared them out. Let's see, Nat, what you says, Yogi, would you sell out with immense profit, but you lose your dignity, or stay unnoticed by all and keep your dignity? Well, here's the thing. Dignity is an inner quality that's manifested outwards and is present regardless. If Michael was here, I would say irregardless, just to get on that last nerve, if she even has a last nerve left after being with me for almost 23 years. So yeah, my dignity is unaffected by the opinion of others. Having said that, What I want to do, and I mentioned this on my chat, is I want to stay connected. I want to receive guidance. I want to be led towards where I am most needed. I want to surrender and surrender and surrender. I want to keep forgiving, and I want to live a life of grace and forgiveness, unconditional love. Um, if I do that, everything stays on point. Everything stays on purpose. If I stray, things get messed up. And then in my own mind, I might lose my sense of dignity. Um, if I can stay in my lane, then may the things come that I need. I don't need to worry about selling out. I don't need to worry about anything. Selling out for me is if I decided for whatever reason, you are someone that I won't forgive, that you are someone that I won't support, that you are someone. Does that make sense? William says, yes, sorry, getting dressed. Barb says, always check out your dashboard page on your channel page. Check new community guidelines. I do check my dashboard all the time. However, I don't check the community guidelines. Thank you for that, Barb. I learned something new. What did you learn? Night Watcher says, what happened, Barb? Training says, I'm just here editing at background, sir, just Yogi. I appreciate that. Thank you. Just YouTube new rules are explained. Let's take a look, as I do have my dashboard up. Where would I find new rules? I see some things about guidelines and warnings. Actually, I didn't know the old ones, so most of the time I read them and I don't really understand what's going on. So I see something about playlist. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when I need to figure it out. I am a fly by the seat of your pants type of guy, which has gotten me into much trouble throughout my life. I saw that, Barb. Thank you. Trending says, what happened, sir? Now what says, what are they? Nothing, I don't think, as of yet at least. Nietzsche announced in September they will change a lot for some channels. Barb says, I don't always understand them. Yeah, neither do I. I figure, you know what? Maybe the best way for me to learn a rule is to inadvertently break it. And then they come and they say, hey, did you know you broke this rule? And I'd say, no. And I apologize. In theory. We'll see if that actually works. So if you are not living the life that brings you the greatest joy and the greatest happiness, the question is, what are you doing otherwise? And I don't mean starting a self-improvement project. I don't mean, reading every self-help book or whatever, but are you changing the mental landscape that has brought you where you are right now? Simply put, are you meditating? Are you doing breath work? Are you doing the things that literally change the neural pathways in the mind? And yoga psychology is called samskaras, the mental imprints that we just keep acting out and acting out. We have ways of responding to the world and other people that have been entrenched, and we can't help it. Every once in a while, maybe we'll do something different, but then we quickly fall back in line because it's been there. These imprints, it's like the grooves in an LP, the old-fashioned albums, which none of you guys remember except for Barb. Um, Aspen says, hello. Hello, Aspen. How are you? Um, but you can erase or at least smooth out those samskaras, those patterns. And you do that through meditation. You do that through breath work. You do that to the practice of the asanas, the yoga poses, as well as practicing the yamas and niyamas, ethical restraints, personal observances, and most importantly, the grace of forgiveness. Real forgiveness, not the egoic perspective of forgiveness where we say, I forgive you. That's not really forgiveness. That's just on the surface. That what it says, Yogi YouTube is cutthroat. It gives favoritisms. Also, weird Google CEO is an Indian guy, and YouTube CEO is an Indian guy. Weird. Must be a conspiracy. Well, maybe they will take favor upon me from my yogic viewpoints. So far, man, I'm on the bottom rung of the ladder. For whatever reason, my YouTube shorts, which used to get 4,000, 6,000 views, now get 300, occasionally 500, occasionally 1,000. Don't know why. I switched to more popular hashtags. Slowly learning that whole hashtag thing. Let's see, that what it says, conspiracy. Well, I want to be in on the conspiracy, man. Let's see, Aspen says, pretty good. I worked up the motivation and courage to make myself a healthy breakfast. I am very proud of myself. Awesome. Good breakfast is a reward, so you rewarded yourself. That one says, plus the biggest channels used to be that T-Series? I don't know what that means. And that's weird. Conspiracy. Aliens. It could be. William Hart says, going shopping. Best of Witches chat. Stay blessed. You too, my friend. Let's see if our friend... He is live in 60 seconds. The Burpee Reaper. So, Night Watcher, I hope you've been drawing. I hope you're back to doing some drawing. We might do a short live stream today or this afternoon. I'll be back in the evening-ish, evening for me. But we'll see how it goes. I've said that before, and then you get a bunch of people show up, and I stay longer. As I mentioned before, it doesn't matter that much. I try to keep my conversation largely the same. If there's one person here, or if there's 15 people, when there's obviously more, the conversation might stay the same. It's just slower, as everyone has figured out by now. I forget who it was that asked, how does Yogi keep up with the chat? And I think it was William Hart who said he doesn't, which sums up the entirety of my live streams. Let's see. Night Watcher says T-Series is extremely popular in India and Bangladesh. It just reposts music, videos, and clips from movies, and it's licensed. They quickly go to 100 million subscribers, striking down PewDiePie. I don't know what that is. Beating him, reaching 100 million subscribers. It's a lot of subscribers. I wouldn't mind 10,000. I can hard struggle just to be me. Had to rise. Sorry, guys. Trending Live TV. I had her up earlier. I was watching her draw. I mentioned in Hawaiian shamanism, and they talk about making a wish, and they say, always be careful how you wish. Not so much what you wish for, but how you wish, because every wish comes with a dark side. You might wish for a longer life, live to be 120, and maybe that wish would come true. But if you don't include what could be seen as the shadow side, how healthy are you going to be at that age? Do you want to extend lifespan at the sake of health? Trading a lifespan for a health span? Or would you rather have health span? And if you wish for a health span alone, then are you limiting your lifespan? The thing is not to say wish for one thing and not another, but consider the wish that you're making. It's always better to be a little more general. Instead of wishing for $1 million, you wish for abundance. You wish for having just enough. Because the essence of every wish is to be happy. Without happiness, without joy, what do you have? So you enter the intent with a wish. Hawaiian shamanism, they tell you, you use 8 words, 8 simple words of what you wish for. Consider all the possibilities. Is this going to help or harm? Not just you, but other people. Is it in the best interest of the universe itself? B, if you're outside, you connect with nature. If you're inside, the closest to nature. Look out the window, look at a house plant, look at your cat, look at your dog, and hand on the heart, right hand, left hand over, and you make the wish. 8 words, eyes closed after you've connected, and you offer it to the universe, and you allow the universe to handle the details. It's always better, wish for just enough. Keep your wish secret. Because if you discuss it, if you open it up, you diminish the power. I'm not saying there's not power in spoken words, there actually is. However, because the spoken words is just a grosser level, vibrational level of making something happen. This is why you're speaking it out loud. But once done, once the vibrations have entered the intentional field, then your job is done. Allow the universe to handle the details. Doesn't mean you don't work. The opportunity to work will show up, and you'll intuitively know, I need to do this, I need to do that. And for me, the wish, when I think of, earning an income, it is always just enough. I don't want to be in a tax bracket that complicates my life. I don't want to be overly concerned with popularity. Am I making, am I counting my worth, my well-being by numbers? Or do I want just enough to live the life that I want, to live the life that I love? Brian's here. Let's see. Trending Live TV says, awesome, sir. Thank you. Brian says, hello, people. Hello, Eric. How are you today? I'm good, Brian. How are you? I was thinking of you this morning, Brian. I posted a turtle video. I cannot post a turtle video without thinking about our friend Brian Lane. He shared with me some of his videos, pictures, him and his turtles. If you go on his page, some of his shorts, and you see Brian with his turtles, you clearly see a link of affection in both directions. Not just Brian to his turtles, but you clearly see how much the turtles actually love Brian. And it's beautiful to see. So, yeah, from now on, after watching that, turtles, which I love, by the way, always have the association with Brian Lane. Aspen says, sorry, I'm back. I had to go let my cleaners into the house. Not a problem. Ash is here, says, hey, Yogi and Aspen. Ash, how are you? Let's see, now what you says, the trifecta would be complete with flour. This is true. Brian says, I'm good, Eric. Slept in late today, but feel great. Nice. Are you working tonight? Night Watcher says, I watched Jason's live today and was stunned not by Jason being so soft-spoken, but how how mighty calves, holy shit, those calves could kill a man. So you're saying they're not calves, they're full-blown cows? Aston says, they're kind of like maids. They come once every 2 weeks just to like clean up. So, keep chatting. I'll keep chatting. Maybe 5-10 minutes. Ash says, lucky to Aspen. Clean my own areas. Brian says, hey, Eric, have you ever thought about doing live meditation? You know, people have asked about that before. And I have the members channel. And I haven't done a live meditation, but I've done a live, well, no, it wasn't live, but it was a sort of a demonstration of how to meditate. I demonstrated the basics of primordial sound meditation. That would be fun to do so, Brian. Night Watcher says he's not rich, okay? So says every rich person. I had Milka demonstrate a yoga sequence on the members as I narrated what she was doing. Really want to demonstrate. You know, I don't generally teach asanas. I practice them. I do have 2-hour certification. Not so much for the asanas, but more for what comes along with it. The pranayama, discussing in more detail the yamas and the niyamas. To me, it seems that the asanas have been overployed, because you think yoga and that's what you think of. Get in shape with yoga, build abs by yoga, yoga for football, yoga for runners, yoga for weightlifters, yoga for men, yoga for women. There's books, Real Men Do Yoga, yoga for regular guys. It's not yoga, it's stretching. There's a difference. And not that it's bad, but yoga is a philosophical and psychological practice to steady the body, still the mind, and live a meaningful life based upon the quiet principles that are discovered once the mind is still. Our friend Dottie is here. Dottie, how are you? Brian says, I noticed it was dark like 10 minutes to 8 yesterday evening, getting dark earlier as the world is shifting. Yeah, it is. And it's staying dark longer in the morning. Back in late May to mid June, the sun would be up at about 5:20, and I love that because I love being out for my walk, and people are generally not up yet for the most part. The world is still quiet, but the sun's rising, so animals are moving about, either starting their day or ending their night. So I catch a whole lot when I'm out filming. But now the sun is rising at about 6:30, a little after 6:30. So I got my infrared camera, and it's a great camera. You don't catch the same detail with infrared. Let's see. Ash says pew or few. Sorry. Um, why is it every time I'm not here, she's here? Dottie says, I'm good, Eric. Sat and listened while I fish and chips. Eat my fish and chips. Nice. So it is a fish and chip kind of a day. Aspen's got to go. Ash says toodles. I have not seen the word toodles in a conversation in quite some time. Always fun to see. And speaking of toodles, I think just a little bit we're going to call it an afternoon. We can hang out with the Burpee Reaper. Ash does not have enough subs yet. We're working on it, my friend. Speaking of which, Jace hit 903. 901 last night, and then when I checked this morning, he was at 903. Our friend Optimob is at 412. Nope, 402 watch hours. 402 watch hours left. They get that final stage of monetization. Anyone listening in and they want to lend some watch hours to Optimob, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Usually I shoot for an hour. I got a few things I want to do. That watcher says, Yogi, go get some soy milk. I actually don't drink soy milk. Don't drink any kind of milk, soy or otherwise. Um, every so often, if I'm out and about in a restaurant or something and it might be cooked using soy milk or something like that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to see everyone later. Ash says, better luck next time. Ah, Ash said, sorry, I missed that. Since Jace isn't here, another great live. That's right now, what it says. You stole my line. Way to sneak it in, Ash. Much appreciated. Um, fun live. Appreciate it, guys. I'm going to see everyone later in the day. I'll be back. Take care, guys.